this is Olga. How to cope with the thoughts, images, and fantasies and dreams, daydreaming, night dreaming about your twin flame. What can you do? And actually, what can you really do here? Because it seems sometimes that these thoughts are just unbearable and you can do nothing about them. Well, I often work with divine feminines. I actually have been working with more than 500 divine feminines all over the world in my mother language, in Russian. And this question is one of the most popular because even when you are in the inner union, the thoughts, dreams, and fantasies, not such fantasies when you fantasize, but some images that looks like the whole picture, the whole fantasy, they will come in quite often because you're the one energetic system. You're one soul incarnated in two bodies, and each body has its own layers of ego. One soul, two bodies, two egos. You're one shared energetic system. You will hear the thoughts from their side all the time. But the question is how you deal with them. And if you start to fall into emotions, into feeling, into any kind of urge to do something, to make an action about this, or to fall into the abyss of despair, anything, if you just react to this, you always be in this loop. Because when we are in the inner union, we don't feel it like, something we need to deal with. We feel it like just thoughts, just cloud in the sky that are here, that will exist always because we are one system. And when we are in the inner union, we know exactly from within that we are one system, we are one soul. And that's why we have to do, we just know that we have to do nothing with these thoughts, these feelings, these physical feelings about the twin. Because at the same point, you will start to feel not just thoughts, but feelings, physical sensations about their second body. For example, like you're in this body, or like you're just looking at the world through their eyes. And this is one of the most weirdest thing on this journey, when you start to feel this. But this is the real journey of twin flames. This is the real journey. When you start little by little, drop by drop, understanding that you are one, you are always one, always have been one, always will be one. You're one soul. So the key here is to start just turning inward and start looking into yourself and honestly answering the question, what's going on with me right now? Why do I react to these thoughts, to these images, to these fantasies? Why do I react? And this is the key here. I recorded a completely free, full deep dive video for you where I tell about how to really work on the twin flame journey if you're divine feminine. And if you're here now, that means that you still are looking for answers. And that means that you're still looking for anything that will help inside yourself, outside yourself, sorry. And this is the main key. You have to turn inward. I will tell you in my deep dive how exactly to turn inward and what you can do right now to start getting this peaceful Zen Satori state of inner union and see your person change and maybe even come in back and balanced back. So please, the link to my full deep dive video in the description box below. I send you much love, and so it shall be. So when you are in this first separation, in big separation, in your dark night of the soul, what guides you? It's the fear. It's the fear-based energy. And you know that this is the fear, you consciously understand this, that this is the fear of losing the greatest love of your life, losing this chance to experience the divine love ever. You are losing this chance to be happy in this lifetime, because now you're connecting this happiness just with one person, this particular person, your divine counterpart. All of this is fear-based energy, and you live through this during the dark night of the soul. And for your divine masculine, it's just the same, but they live through this unconsciously. So they also experience this fear-based energy. It's also like internal chaos, inner chaos that rises up and make them so much in discomfort that they try to find only one thing: the peace, the stillness, at least for a couple of moments, the stillness. And look at yourself, you're also looking for this stillness. So you are chasing after one thing together, after stillness. So you are looking for the same, for this stillness, for this peace. And you know this moment when you're quite balanced, finally, after all this healing, after all this working on yourself, you're quite balanced, quite in peace for that moment. You immediately see your divine masculine, immediately. Or this is a text message, or this is some call, or they're physically here just to touch this stillness, this peace inside you. And after that, you immediately start losing your peaceful state, and because this is impossible for you now, to be still and to be peaceful around them. Where do they look for this peace, for this stillness? On the other side: past relationship, new relationship, alcohol, working projects, business, gym, everything that will give some peace for a moment, because this internal chaos that rises up, it's impossible to bear. So they are just looking for this peace and stillness. And for you, that means that your main task here, the main task, is to find this stillness and peace inside yourself. That's actually what we call the inner union. And after that, you will see how your person, your divine masculine, starts to balance back, starts to come in, just to be in your field, your energy of this peace and stillness, because that's what they look for ever. I recorded a completely free 1-hour deep dive video about how we work on the twin flame journey, what the twin flame journey actually are, and how do you work divine feminine, and what are the tasks of your divine masculine. This is the deep dive without any romantic fairy tales, without illusion, without spiritual nonsense, just facts and the experience of myself and the 500 of divine feminine I've been working with in my mother language, in Russian. I hope this will be beneficial for you too. Please, the link to this deep dive in the description box below. I send you much love, and so it shall be.